Learning the Social Ropes. From the New York Tribune, January 7th, 1900, page 16. From the New Orleans Times-Democrat. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. "It takes some time to learn the social ropes in Central America," remarked a man in the banana trade, "and a stranger is apt to put his foot in it." The first time I ever went into the country myself was as the representative of an American machinery house. There was a good field for us in one of the republics, but the tariff was prohibitive, and I concluded to go over to the capital and have an interview with the Minister of Agriculture, hoping to persuade him to recommend a reduction. I spoke pretty fair Ollendorf Spanish, but was otherwise green as a gourd, and as soon as I arrived I made a beeline for the administrative building. While I was cooling my heels in an anteroom, waiting for a chance to speak to somebody in authority and ascertain how the minister could be seen, a very black, fat little negro waddled in, wearing what I took to be a species of livery. He had exactly the air of an impudent, overfed house servant, and he looked me over in a way that made my blood boil. "Hi, boy," I said sharply. "How long must I wait here?" "How should I know?" he replied in Spanish. "If it doesn't suit you, get out." He chuckled as he spoke, and his answer so infuriated me that I lost my head. Jumping up, I seized him by the collar and the slack of his absurd embroidered trousers and propelled him turkey fashion through the open door. "There, you black scoundrel," I exclaimed. "Go and send somebody after my card." The little fat darky was so amazed he couldn't utter a word. He simply gasped and disappeared. Half a minute later a squad of soldiers rushed in and placed me under arrest, and then I learned that my friend in the embroidered pantaloons was the Minister of Public Instruction. I will leave you to imagine my feelings. It took 3 hours of solid talk from both the American and British consuls to get me out of the scrape, and incidentally I made a groveling apology. Of course, I didn't dare to introduce the machinery proposition after such a debut, so my trip was a flat failure. As I said before, it takes some time for a stranger to grasp the etiquette of those foreign parts. End of Learning the Social Ropes. Recorded by Craig Campbell.